So we're gonna get started in a few minutes. So just stay put and we're gonna talk about this situation with Bill and how fake people is and it is what it is, but we'll get started shortly. Give me a few minutes. All right, you guys, what's going on, everybody? It's going down. And I am your host, Town Biz, coming out of East Side Oakland. Of course, Oakland stand up, real talk. So with that being said, speaking of Oakland, I want to talk about the homie Bill Haney. And I'm just gonna be frank and I'm just gonna walk it like how I talk it. Shout out to the Migos, shout out to the Migos. And by the way, I'm definitely y'all don't have to ask. Of course, I'm gonna speak on that situation with Chris Brown and Quavo. If I don't do that video tonight, I will definitely do it tomorrow. Probably gonna have more time to do it tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, Coach Chris Lopez will be on the show. Of course, we're going to talk to him, about basically what happened this past Saturday. And we're going to talk about his son, David Lopez, getting a first round knockout in the ATL. So, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Probably I'll end the show talking about Bud and some other events that's coming up. Or maybe I'll say that for another video. But, with that being said, You know, um, shout out to Mob Deep, you know, who made one of the greatest songs ever, Survival of the Fittest. Mob Deep is one of the greatest hip hop groups ever. They're one of the greatest duels ever. Um, Mob Deep just had heat after heat after heat. They was one of my favorite groups. But Havoc said it best. He said you find out who your real people is when you're upstate bleeding. And basically mean when you in jail, when basically, nobody writes your letters, nobody puts nothing on your books. Basically they say keep your head up and all this stuff and they say they down for you, but they don't drop no money on your books. They just basically leave you hanging, you know. But they supposed to be your crew. They supposed to be down with you. Then when you come home, then they act like it's all good, but it is what it is. So now Bill is seeing who down with him since Devin Haney suffered his first loss via Brian Garcia majority decision. Um, I see a lot of The boxing outlets have turned on Bill. A lot of the content creators have turned on Bill, but that's to be expected. When you doing good, people love you, and when you fall upon hard times, then everybody want to abandon you. But I just want to let Bill know I'm still here. I'm still down. Oakland stand up. Oakland for life. East Oakland. What is you talking about, buddy? And people been saying a lot of crazy stuff. Now all of a sudden Ryan Garcia got these newfound fans that were saying, he's not in his right mind. It's not fair that he's going through with this fight. And at the end of the day, you can make an argument that Ryan Garcia tricked Team Haney. He definitely tricked Devin a little bit. And Devin got caught up with some of Ryan Garcia's antics, as we all did. But Ryan Garcia, for the most part, he did show up to fight and he won the fight. You know, um, but I had to give people a reminder while Oscar De La Hoya is saying Ryan Garcia is the face of boxing, that is not even debatable. That is absolutely false. Okay. Ryan Garcia is not the face of boxing. Stop it. Okay. Stop it, Oscar. I get it. That's your guy. You want to make him happy, but Ryan Garcia is not the face of boxing. It's debatable if Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney makes him an instant pound for pound fighter. Now, people talking crazy about Devin Haney, people talking crazy about Bill, but I warned Bill about this, and the thing is with Bill, people talking shit about Bill, but yet Bill was giving all these people access. He was coming on all these people's outlets, no matter how small their channel was or how big their outlet was. He was giving them access, letting them in. So now all of a sudden, these people act like they don't know him. And then the sad part about it is they look like Bill. And this is just real talking. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Niggas can't stick together to save their life. There is no such thing really as no black community because we can't stick together to save our life. That's just real talk. And don't nobody come on here telling me don't make this about race. This is my damn outlet. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. You don't like what I'm talking about, you get your ass off my channel and don't bring yourself back. That's real talk. I run this my channel. You don't like my content, go watch something else. Anybody come on here talking reckless, you just gonna get dealt with. You gonna get booted out of here, and that's it. Zero tolerance. But like I said, I told Bill about this. I knew this was gonna happen. Listen, I knew that in all likelihood, Devin Haney wasn't gonna finish his career undefeated. And at the end of the day, that's a good thing. Because now we gonna see what Devin is made out of. And I'm gonna tell you, he's made out of steel. At the end of the day, he taking some time off, you know, and he need to. Devin is gonna bounce back. It's funny, all these people that's on Ryan Garcia's coattail that love Ryan Garcia now, these were the same people that was saying Ryan Garcia was done. These were the same people that was saying Ryan Garcia was going to lose. Now, everybody keep telling us, or some of us who are talking about the weight, at the end of the day, it's funny how people telling people don't bring up the weight, but then Ryan Garcia had every excuse in the book that he lost the Tank. Oh, he was weight drained. This happened. So they don't want us to talk about him being weight drained against Tank and him quitting against Tank. Say what you want to say. Devin Haney finished on the Shield, and Devin Haney fought like a champ. Devin Haney was winning that fight until he got caught. He made some mistakes, uh, dropped his hand. You know what I'm saying? And he got caught, and it cost him. You know, but Devin was winning that fight up into the seventh round. He was winning that fight in the seventh round, and he got caught. And the thing is, Devin Haney still had a chance to win that fight. So people sitting up here talking about, oh, one guy had it a draw. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. The 3 knockdowns was the difference in the fight, and that's just real talk. People can argue about it. People can get mad. Listen, I'm not worried about nobody coming on here talking crazy because at the end of the day, I invite you to come on here talking crazy because I'm ready for it. And that's just real talk. You done seen a lot of you done seen a lot of narrative pushing. You done seen a lot of narrative pushing. You got people now. So for the people saying it was crazy that that fight was a draw because Devin Haney got knocked down 3 times. Okay, so then what about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder won? If that's the case, then that means Deontay Wilder should have got the victory over Tyson Fury, right? But y'all said Tyson Fury won that fight, right? Okay, then. Shut up. And then we all know that Deontay Wilder knocked Tyson Fury out, and Harvey Doc gave Tyson Fury so much time to recover till it wasn't even funny. Tyson Fury was literally knocked out. And Jack Reese gave him all the time in the world to recover. Now, I'm hearing people saying that Harvey Doc should be investigated because he was giving Devin Haney too much time to recover. Well, all is well, whatever. So let me get this straight. Harvey should be investigated, but not Jack Reese. Oh, I get it. I get it. You know, I get it. I get it. So now you want to holler about investigations and conspiracies and all this kind of stuff. But when we talked about some of the weird stuff that went on with Tyson Fury and his gloves and all this stuff, you saying we were being sore losers. Once again, Ryan Garcia quit against Tank. Devin Haney didn't quit. And he kept trying to fight on. He was badly hurt in that fight. And how come Devin Haney ain't getting credit for being a warrior? Because we know if Devin Haney wasn't black, they'd be saying he was a warrior and all this kind of stuff. But people just happy that the dude lost. And that's all it come down to it. And people saying, oh, well, his dad did this, his dad did that. What the hell do his dad have to do with anything? It's funny how Teofimo Lopez dad, and I mess with Senior, how his dad was going around doing all kind of stuff. You heard him on live broadcast while he was in the corner of his son saying the N-word and stuff. Nobody had a problem with that. Nobody had a problem with Teofimo Senior's antics. Nobody said that Teofimo should replace him after he lost to Kambosos. He got dropped. Nobody said Teofimo should replace his dad after he had a very questionable decision over Sandor Martin. But now all of a sudden, Devin should replace Bill. And that's, you know what I'm saying? People need to chill out on that. It's way too early. It is way too early for that discussion. You know, way too early. Let's see how Devin looks his next few fights before we start talking about whether Devin needs to get somebody else. I think it's way too early for that. And he's going to bounce back. Like I said, some of the greatest fighters that ever lived got knocked out and came back harder, bigger, better, stronger. Joe Frazier got knocked out. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? Joe Frazier got knocked out a few times. Still became a Hall of Fame fighter. Joe Louis got knocked out by Max Smillan, came back and whooped him in the rematch. Thomas Hearns got knocked out before. Just happens. Roberto Duran got slept by Thomas Hearns, and he went on to become one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. So it happens. You know, Oscar, he got knocked out. He became a Hall of Fame fighter. Bernard Hopkins got knocked through the ring like a torpedo his last fight. He went on to become a Hall of Famer. So I'm just saying, Jermaine Taylor got knocked out a few times. He went on, you know what I'm saying? Jermaine Taylor was a great fighter. It happens. Oh, shout out to my guy, WCS. So all this gloating and stuff that you seeing with Bill and Devin Haney, I'm not surprised by it because at the end of the day, niggas gonna be niggas. But like I said before, this is what I told Bill, and I warned Bill about this, about giving people all this access, coming on all these platforms. I knew this was gonna happen. This is what people do. These dudes ain't no different. When a dude, you know what I'm saying? When he on the come up and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He got the money, he got the cars, he got the jewelry, he got the girls and all that kind of stuff. And then sometimes he take a fall. And then he don't have what he used to have. And then he always see who really down for him. You know, when the hoes leave and the fake niggas leave, he truly see when he down to nothing or almost nothing or don't have what he used to have or usually used to having, then you see who really down for you. So now Bill C, this is a learning curve for Bill. I'm gonna leave that alone. You know, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone because I have an idea of what happened, but I'm not in liberty to say I really don't want to get into that. You know, I you know I don't even want to get into that. Yeah, it's always sad. Well, I don't feel like Bill was doing like LeVar Ball. At the end of the day, he was trying to sell his son and promote his son. You got to be a showman. And I don't think Bill took it too far, but it's kind of funny. Like I said, you guys can't make up your mind, and people can't make up their mind. You didn't like Andre Ward. You didn't like Andre Ward. You said Andre Ward was boring. You complained about him. You said he was boring. You said he didn't have a personality. But then you complained about Floyd. You said he was too flamboyant. He show off too much. Like I said, niggas can't win for losing. And when we think we winning, we actually losing. So it's just like at the same time, nobody's ever satisfied. So that's why I got out of the mode where like I got tired of trying to please people because I'm just gonna be who I am. They just, like I said, with black people, they just find something to complain about because they know they can get away with it. Because a lot of times black people allow it. They sit up here and let other people that don't look like us disrespect us and don't say shit, but then they want to argue amongst each other. So I'm just saying, people take losses. Like I said before, Devin will be fine. He need to take some time off. Devin been very active. Okay. He been very active. And that's just the nature of the business. I never thought that Devin Haney was going to finish his career undefeated. I knew eventually he was going to probably lose a fight, and that's good because I really feel that this undefeated stuff is oversaturated. The reason why you got so many fighters that's undefeated because most of them ain't trying to fight a dude that's a threat to their actual undefeated record. I mean, Bud did it. He tried to fight the best guys that was out there. At the end of the day, guys like Larry Holmes, they fought whoever they put in front of them. Larry Holmes didn't duck nobody. But you got these dudes now that's sitting up here. I don't want to fight this dude. I don't want to fight that dude. He does this. He does that. So, you got Canelo who refuses to fight David Benavidez, who asks for astronomical money to get in the ring with David Benavidez. That's just what we got now. And Canelo, and the thing is with Canelo, what I don't understand, Canelo already has 2 losses. And you can make an argument he should have 4. But this is what we got now. So I'm just saying this hatred or this fake love that people have for Bill Haney. Well, Bill, now you seeing what's up with these niggas. I already knew what was up with some of these dudes here. I ain't gonna say no name. I knew a lot of these dudes was fake. I knew a lot of these dudes was faker than a $2 bill, or should I say a $3 bill? They actually have a $2 bill, which, by the way, $2 bills are supposed to be bad luck. So, I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, Devin was trying to fight the best guys available to him, because at the end of the day, you can say this, you can say that. Tank Show didn't want to get in the ring with him. Tank could sit up there and talk all the foolishness behind his computer. And at the end of the day, I'll see those dudes with the PBC gloating and stuff about Devin Haney's loss. You know, Leonard Ellabeaster knows. I mean, at the end of the day, if y'all really, man, I'm telling y'all, if I told y'all what I really knew about the PBC, man, I'm just telling y'all. And y'all sit up here and be calling black people coons who call out the PBC and some of their antics. I wonder if I told you how the PBC really get down and how they treat the brothers. Y'all, man, I wonder what y'all still had those same sentiments. But probably there would be somebody that would come on here and make excuses. And the thing is, Devin Haney still got his damn belt. So like I said before, you don't want me to tell y'all what I know about the PBC. They got a lot of leaks. And I can prove to you that the brothers get treated different versus the other fighters. People talking about Top Rank being a plantation. You have no idea what I know what's going on at the PBC. This is why they get mad at me. This is why they don't want to credential me. Because like I said, I ain't even really said what I know. What I really know they be doing. I'll put it to you this way: if you not black, you'll get your money on time. Wait a minute. All right, sorry about that. You know, had to pause. Had something on the stove, but it's all good. So, no, but for real, I just was shocked seeing some of these major outlet dogging Devin Haney out the way they was dogging him out. I was just crazy pissed off. I mean, some of these major boxing outlets saying that Ryan Garcia obliterated Devin Haney. No, actually, Ryan Garcia rallied in the second half of the fight to win the fight. Ryan was getting beat. I don't know what fight these people was watching, but you wasn't watching the same fight that I was watching. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think Devin, the way Devin fought on, because I think Devin was hurt when he got cracked in the first round, but he just showed his warrior spirit and he continued to fight. He continued to fight. He continued to fight. Some people would have packed it in. He continued to fight. And he hurt Ryan Garcia. And even Ryan Garcia admitted that Devin hurt him a few times. Devin hurt Ryan in the third round really bad. I think the problem is with Devin Haney, he should have just stuck to boxing, using his jab and going to the body. I think if Devin would have used more of an up and down attack and more combinations, he would have been able to just outpoint Ryan. But he was determined to knock Ryan Garcia out, and that was his downfall. I've said this a few times in videos. Sometimes you can get knocked out trying too hard to knock somebody out. And this is why you should stay off the internet going into a fight. If I got a fight coming up, I wouldn't even be on the internet. I wouldn't be tweeting. All I would be doing is focus. I'm talking about going into the last month of the fight. I'm staying off the internet. I ain't checking nothing. I ain't checking Twitter. I ain't checking Facebook. I ain't checking Instagram. I ain't checking for none of that stuff. People sit up there and say, oh, I'm not bothered by what people say on the internet. Oh, I don't care what people say about me on the internet. Of course you do. Of course we do. We're human beings. Of course it's going to piss you off when somebody says something. Yeah, you can ignore them and you respond accordingly. Some people respond by, not responding. Some people respond based off the same way they got responded to, or the same way somebody came at them. Me, it just all depends. You don't think these dudes be getting caught up in that stuff? When people say, oh, this dude can't punch, he can't do this, he can't do that, he's a runner, he's this and that. You don't think Shakur Stevenson was bothered when people were saying that he ran and all this kind of stuff? Of course he was. And Tank liked to argue with people on the internet. So that's what I'm saying. He got caught up in the internet stuff. He got caught up with Ryan antics, and I think we all fell for it for the most part. So Ryan pulled the wool over all of us for the most part. But he was getting outboxed. Without a shadow of a doubt, he was getting outboxed. I think there's a few things that Devin can retweak, and I think he'll be fine, and I think he could beat Ryan Garcia in a rematch. As far, like I said, is should Ryan Garcia change trainers and all that stuff? As far as, should Devin get a new trainer? Well, that remains to be seen. It's too early for that. It's way too early to be talking about. It's way too early to be talking about should Devin get a new trainer. Now, if he want to bring somebody in, that might be cool. Listen, I know several trainers that have said they want to work with Devin Haney. I'm not going to say their names, but it's quite a few of them because they see the talent in Devin Haney. A few people have said they want to work with Devin Haney, even after the loss. So what does that say? What does that say when people say, hey, let me in camp? Let me work with him. I got some things that I'll fix. So that just goes to show you, if they don't think Devin is done, then why is Devin paying attention to these idiots on social media that ain't never had a fight in their life? That's probably 300 pounds. Like, for real. Ain't never had a fight in their life, can't fight worth nothing. Well, here's the thing about me. I really can fight, and I really can box. And I know martial arts. You can look at that video at me boxing, and I didn't even show you everything I can do. And I'm 49. Wait till I lose about 30 more pounds, and you really gonna see how fast I am. I can box. I can fight. But I don't invite people to, you know what I'm saying? I don't invite people to no fades, but at the end of the day, I'll defend myself if I have to. So, I'm just saying, Deb will bounce back, man. Y'all gotta chill. Cause at the end of the day, we ain't in the one we ain't in the ring. We ain't in the ring. He could bounce back. And then the thing is, he's still the champ. Ryan Garcia didn't even make weight. And like I said before, I could put it to you this way. Ryan talking about he got weight drained, but then he was in breach of contract when he purposely admitted that he didn't make weight. Now nobody wants to talk about that. Three and a half pounds probably was a big difference. If you look at Ryan and you look at Devin in the ring face-off before they ring the bell, you could clearly see a size difference. Now, my thing is, why don't we know how much Ryan Garcia weighed fight night? Because Ryan Garcia clearly was in the 160s, or might have been 170. Ryan Garcia was way bigger than Devin Haney. He like 5'10". So that's the thing. How much did Ryan Garcia balloon up to since he didn't have? And like I said, he said, I didn't make weight. And Oscar told them not to make weight. So like I said before, I just got to keep it a buck. I'm professional with this stuff. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. He came in at 143.5, which means he came in at 143 and a half pounds. He was a half a pound away from coming in at 144. And nobody said nothing except you had people making excuses. I can't remember what the dude's name, the MMA guy's name was, but he was clearly visibly pissed off. And I'll say this much. Shout out to Timothy Bradley. And shout out to Timothy Bradley for understanding what was going on. He was one of the only few people that basically called Ryan Garcia out for his antics. He called him a clown. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. Tim Bradley get a lot of slack. He get a lot of slack, but you can say what you want. Tim Bradley was on code that day because I seen him speaking on the situation. And then the thing is, Ryan Garcia tell all these people, this dude talking about he is serving a God. Every time you look around, he say Jesus 4 times and then drop 6 F-bombs right after he say Jesus 4 times. And then he tells people to suck his, come on, man. Can we stop the cap, please? Can we stop this foolishness? Yeah, well, Tania, he told the truth. He told the truth. Like I said before, it's easy to take apart a black person. It's easy to pile on a black person because you ain't gonna get the backlash. Because it's easy to gang up on a black person because black people join forces with other people to gang up on a black person. So when they think it continues to happen because people like us let them get away with it. And this is what I'm saying about us talking too much, having these open conversations to people that don't look like us. And this is why they feel like they comfortable saying certain things they don't have no business saying. Just like that racist Steve Kim. Steve Kim, they said all kind of crazy stuff and racist stuff about black fighters and black people. But he don't catch no slack. But then you got everybody mad at Devin Haney who said, I don't see myself losing to a white boy. They made it look like it's the worst thing ever. You got Sergey Kovalov saying all kind of racist stuff, and it ain't no problem. You got Abel Sanchez that they made racial innuendos about black fighters not being able to see it. And then I'm going to tell you something else. I can tell you right now, there's a video out, like I keep telling you, like I want to put the video out so bad of this trainer and what he said about black people. Not going to say the man's name. I'm not going to say what nationality he is. because that's gonna lead to too many clues. But all I know is he called black people the N-word with the ER, and he a trainer. And the funny thing is, the person that exposed him was the same race he was. Like I said before, he better hope that video don't ever come out. I seen the video. I have the video. And I swore that I would never release it. But if this dude, I swear to God, I can't do it, because I don't want the dude that worked with him to get fired, and who knows what else might happen to him. But like I said before, nah, it's not him. It's not him. It's not him. I can't, like I said, it's not him. It's not him. I wouldn't, and here's the thing, I wouldn't say who it was, because like I said, I could just ruin I could just screw up a lot of things. At the end of the day, I just can't say who it is. But he better hope that video don't ever get out. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say who it is. I'm not even gonna give a hint. I'm not gonna say whether he white, whether he Hispanic, whether he Asian, but I heard what he said. I'm not even. I told you, man. I'm not even finna say who it is. I'm just gonna say it actually didn't even surprise me, because I know people really feel a different way about us than what they want us to believe. Like I keep saying, we on an island of our own. And I'm gonna say this again: we don't have no allies, and even allies that look like us. Look what they done did. Look what they done did to Bill. Look what they done did to Bill. Look what they done did to Bill. I mean, I'm talking about they turned coat on him. Like, I mean, they went inside out. They went straight crisscross on him. Like, you remember when Crisscross was wearing their jackets inside out and stuff? Shout out to my guy, World Combat Sports out of the ATL. Go subscribe to his channel. That's where Crisscross from. But yeah, they just totally flip-flopped. I'm talking about turned the jackets inside out and wearing the pants inside out like Crisscross. Warm it up, Chris. Some of this ain't the same today that you can't touch this. I'm here tonight for represent to say you too much, Chris. So feel the round on the phone and call him the Mac. No for breaking the man. I might bump that later on. Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to. You can't be surprised by this. You can't be surprised by this. So I'm just saying, yeah, I might bump some Crisscross, man. Crisscross had slap. Stop acting like y'all did. Stop acting like Crisscross didn't have no heat. Can I drop the bomb? That was the debut of the brand. Shoot, Crisscross used to have heat, man. Everybody, y'all know damn well back in 91, y'all was bump and jump. So anyway, but no, I'm just saying that's how people flipped out on Bill. They went straight inside out, man. I'm talking about for real. They went straight apple turnover on Bill. But that's what they do. That's what they do. You heard, I mean, for real, you heard what Professor Black Truth said. You can't trust these old niggas. You can't trust these. I mean, so there you. Well, I warned Bill about this, and Bill is my guy. This is what happens, man, when you give everybody access. You never get nothing. And like I said, this is why some of these black celebrities act the way they act. Unfortunately, towards other black media outlets. Like I said, I will see Bill on everybody's channel, giving them access, doing interviews with them. I mean, it could be a channel that got 500 subs or a channel that got 500,000 subs, 50 subs. Bill was giving them interviews. He wasn't saying your channel too small and all this kind of stuff. But that's what happens. And like I said before, Devin need to take a rest. Devin will be back. He'll be back. He'll bounce back. He'll come back strong. Like the $6 million man, bigger, stronger, faster. Like I said before, sometimes you just have to take a loss to figure out what to do to make yourself better. You think Tim Zoo is done? Tim Zoo just lost. Nobody said Tim Zoo is done. Sebastian Fondora got knocked out. And he got knocked out by somebody you didn't expect to knock him out. Look, and he came back and won a belt. Whether he deserved to win a belt, that's debatable, but that's what I'm saying. People can bounce back. You know? People can bounce back. Because, I mean, look. Here go the thing that the Errol Spence fans don't think he done, and Errol Spence didn't win one round versus Terrence Crawford. At least Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney was a competitive fight. Errol Spence got beat from pillar to post. I mean, he got beat down. But people say he can bounce back, so why can't, I mean, for real, so why can't Devin bounce back? Ryan Garcia quit. The man went Colin Kaepernick. And to be honest with you, I had to keep rewinding that tape to look for the body shot. I mean, Ryan Garcia took a knee like Colin Kaepernick. And wait, and he quit. He didn't want no more. He said enough of this. But everybody talking about everybody all on Ryan Garcia's coattail now. Just last year he quit. Got dropped. Now all of a sudden, oh, and another thing, Ryan Garcia is not the face of boxing. Come on, Oscar, stop it. Stop it, Oscar. Come on, man. Stop it. And I'm just going to tell y'all, and I'm going to say this much, and I'm going to say this for all you content creators. This is just real talk. I'm not getting involved in some other personal stuff between other people. I'm going to say this much. If you are a content creator, build your own platform based off your own merit, your own ideas, and your own concepts. That's just real talk. You know, for real. In the words of Anthony Edwards, believe that. Be your own wave. Make the wave. Create the wave. Say that you are the wave. Don't follow nobody else's wave. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. It was some weird stuff that went on going into that fight. I really don't want to dive deep into it, but I'll say this much. I'll say this much. Listen, I didn't even get my media credentials for that fight till fight night. I didn't even get, it was just some weird stuff that went in and went on with that fight, going into that fight and then the night of the fight. Usually you get your press credentials, you get told that you cleared for the fight at least a week in advance. You get told either the Friday or Saturday before the fight. No later than Sunday. And I did not get my media credentials for Kobe till the day of the fight. So I didn't know what was going on. I'm telling you right now, I did not get my media credentials for Kobe till the day of the fight. So you go figure that one out. So I could be saying a lot of stuff. It was a lot of funny stuff. So, like I say, a lot of people are pointing the finger in the wrong direction. You know, because like I said, they did that. I'm gonna say this much: they did some weird stuff. The only person I know that got his media credentials on time, was Blue. But a lot of us, we didn't get our media credentials till the day of the fight. I'm talking about I got my media credentials. I got approved. I didn't get my media credentials sent to me. I kept checking my email and I didn't see nothing. I did not see my media credentials until Saturday. I missed all the events leading up to the fight. Like I said before, wasn't me. So I'm just letting y'all know. You draw your own conclusion of what you think went on. Not saying nothing, but I'm saying something. So there you have it. Anyway, it's your boy Tam. I'm out.